Okay, just setting things up right now. Hey. Okay, I'm gonna jam a little bit while we wait for other people. Let me know if you hear everything, my voice, my guitar, the backing track, and all that. Uh, and then we'll start. And don't forget to put your location in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Okay, let's see. Let's start this out. Okay, that's enough of a warm up. Let's see who we have tonight. Where'd that thing go? Oh, okay, there it is. And let's see, too many windows. Hello. Okay, I need to make this bigger. There it is. Okay, so I'd like to say hi to John Robbie De Leon, Ken Jude Marayag, hello. Yeah, John Robbie, you're the first viewer, nice. The guy, hi, hello. Ayo Nathaniel, hello. Edward Flores, pahingi na Omega Drive, bakit? Renji, hey. Ictis Music, hello. Darth Argus, Darth Argel, hello. Okay. Oh, good, good. Okay, the sound's good. Renji, greeting from a Filipino in Singapore. Hello. Bohemian Rhapsody. What? Anyway, there's a little bit of that. Darth is from Bryans Road, Maryland. Hello. You're a regular. Ictis from the Philippines. Hello. Ken E. From Zambales. Hello. John Kiano Gelutin from the Philippines. Hello. Michael Birdsong from Brooklyn. Hello. Wow. Anshu, nylon or steel? Both. Okay, so today there's a couple of things that I want to talk about, but mostly it's a hang. You can do we can treat this as a frequently asked question session, like ask me anything. I'm not sure if I'm going to see all of the chat, but if you want me to if you want to make sure that I see the chat, you can use the super chat function. That way the chat room calls attention to your question or shout out or whatever. Elgin Jean, hello from Bulacan. Okay, Anonymous Solver. Okay, yung sound, okay, good. Elgin Jean, just a quick question on modes. Can you use different modes on the same key? Appreciate your lessons. Okay, what you play, what scale you play in your solo will depend on the chords that is within the solo. So if the chords fit within the harmonized scale, then you just need to use one scale, one mode. If the chords change, in the progression, then you have to change. You have to alter the scale depending on what you need. Okay, so if what I'm saying right now does not make any sense, go to my latest music theory for guitarists video after this live stream, and watch it, because that will teach you how to harmonize the scales, and that way you'll know what chords fit over what scales fit with what chords. Okay, now let's take, for example, this backing track that I played over earlier. Okay, so the chords are E minor, B flat, A, then G. Okay. Now, since the chords are what do you call it? They have a longer duration instead of like a quick chord change. You can pretty much play around with the scales that you play over them. And I was doing a bit of that earlier when I was jamming. So through E minor, I can play the E minor scale, B flat. I can switch to a. Change that again. Let's do that again. Okay, so E minor, I can play E minor pentatonic or E minor scale, or I can even play E Dorian on that, depending on what the mood that I want to convey is. Then when it goes to B flat, I can tweak the I can either change the to a different scale. I can go to maybe a B flat Lydian, because for B flat Lydian there's still E, okay? But that's complicated because right now it's like there's no relationship between E minor and B flat Lydian, okay? So the easier way to do it is to stay in E basically, but instead of playing a B note, change the B note to a B flat. Right? So now, if I play, say, E minor with a B flat in it, okay, so that fits. Now, E minor with a B flat in it is, it's almost a Locrian mode, except that there's still the F sharp. E Locrian is E, F, G, A, B flat. So let's see. If I change modes from E minor to E Locrian, let's see how that sounds. Actually, that sounds better. Okay. So now when you go to A, you can either go back to E minor scale. Although I think I like the sound of C sharp over A than C natural, so we could actually turn it into an E Dorian. So E minor, and then G, you go back to E natural minor. That fits. So right now, what am I doing? E minor, and then E Locrian, and then E Dorian, and then E natural minor. Or you could stay in E Dorian. You could stay in E Dorian as well. Okay, so let's see how that works. Oh. A, G. Okay, now. So anyway, the main point is, instead of thinking of a bunch of scales, which is the confusing way to go, what I did was I modified the scale that I'm already using to fit over the chords that I'm playing over, right? So E minor, change the B to B flat on the B flat chord. Okay, I actually changed 2 notes. And then I like the sound of A major instead of A minor. So I went back to E minor, but with a C sharp, which is actually the Dorian scale. And then back to G, I go back to my original scale because that fits. Okay. Anyway, I hope that that sparked some ideas, and feel free to what do you call it? Expand on it and yeah, experiment. Okay, let's see. Who else is here? Mercury 22, hello. Let's see. Who else is here? Elgin Jean, amazing. Really helps me. Okay, thank you. Glad that helped. Okay, I missed a bunch of things. Uh, Angelo Coronel. Good evening from Las Piñas City. Hello. Um, let's see what else is here. Okay, Michael Birdsong. I'm a beginner with chubby fingers and could use a few tips to make chords without touching the unintended strings. I think I talked about that in my one of my previous videos, but the main thing is to try to touch the strings with the very fingertips. Okay, so your fingers need to be curled like this. If I have a video I released a couple of weeks ago, it's called the Flying Little Pinky. Fix that Flying Little Pinky video. Go watch that because I talk a little bit about I also talk about the hand position. Excuse me. That you need to adopt so that your fingers move correctly, right? But in a nutshell, right, this is how you should hold your hand, like that. Okay, a lot of people think that so like this. See that? And you can see that my knuckles are actually fairly close to the fingerboard. A lot of times when beginners try to avoid the other strings, they do something like this, like that. They bend the wrist and then they push the hand out. When you should actually be pulling your hand inwards so that your fingers will stand up more. See that? Because when I push my hand out like this, it straightens out the fingers. And what it actually does is you start avoiding the strings, but then you start pulling down on the strings like this, right? Because now the direction of the fingers goes downwards like this instead of going into the wood. You need to be pushing the string into the wood, into the guitar neck. Okay, so keep this part of your hand close to the edge of the neck. See that? And you can see my fingers are curled over, right? So even when you're playing scales, okay, try not, when your fingers straighten out like this, that's when you start touching the other strings. So you want to be like right on your fingertips. And also as a beginner, your fingertips are still soft, right? So after a couple of weeks of like regular practice, the skin starts to harden at your fingertips and it'll be easier for you to press down on the strings. Okay, so instead of having a soft fingertip that collapses around the string and touches the other strings, you'll have a nice solid playing surface on these fingers, and then you'll be able to push down on the strings a little bit better. Okay, so yeah, I hope that helps. Okay, Darth Argel, I can't make my guitar squeal whenever I need to. Can you show us how to probably do pinch harmonics on demand? Um, okay, that's beyond the scope for today. But I'm actually I'll be shooting a video this week on pinch harmonics, my tutorial for pinch harmonics, and actually all harmonics. So watch out for that. Okay. Just quick tips. Make sure you're on your bridge pickup when you do the pinch harmonic. Okay. And also, it's not a question of pinching like this motion right here. It's not a question of that, but rather it's you want the string to contact the fleshy part of your thumb and your pick at the same time. Okay, so when you're picking it, you're touching the string and the pick and the fleshy part of your thumb touches at the same time, as opposed to trying to get it like that. Okay, so I don't know if you can see. If let's say this is my string, okay, and you can see my thumb. This is the fleshy part, right, touching the string, and then the pick is right behind it, and that's how you activate it. And also you gotta find it too. Hold on, let me turn off my delay. You gotta find the right position too, because it's different notes. You need to play it on a different part of the string. Like there. There's no harmonic here. But if I move it back a little bit, I get the harmonic. Okay, anyway, that's that. Julius Leonardo, hello. Jennifer Arceo, hello. Joker Ballena, hello. Super Frankie, hello. Sir JT, hello. Talods, Bisaya, sir. Kumusta diha? Hope you're doing good. Kumusta bay? Would be nicer if you play Kisap Mata solo. I can't. I didn't play that solo. Tininiw. RJ Balinas, how to do double tapping? What's double tapping? I'm not sure what double tapping is. Only double tap I know is for shooting. Ariel Azores, hello from Bulacan. Nice shirt from Brian. Yes, so that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about today. So this is my newest PDC merch shirt. It is only available here on my merch store on YouTube. So if you look below this video screen, there's a little shelf, okay, where you can see my merchandise, and this shirt is part of it. Hold on, let me see if I can show it to you guys. Hold on. Wait lang. Okay, am I live now? Am I live now? Oh, there it is. Okay. So this will be like Inception. Dali ah. Okay, there it is. Okay, and then let me switch to the screen browser. Okay, so now you can see my browser, right? So there's the video. If you scroll down, there is the Castro merchandise, right? And if you want to get this shirt, there it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the left. E sharp equals F. Okay, so yeah, all the purchases of the merchandise help support this channel so I can keep making these videos for all of you to enjoy. Yan. Okay, so this is the latest one. And if you've watched my music theory for guitarists video, you'll get the reference to this because it's like every day I get a question. Sir, bakit may E sharp? Sir, bakit may E sharp? Sir, bakit may E sharp? That is on part 2. To get the answer, you have to watch part 3. Okay? Let's see. John Rabi De Leon, ikaw gumawa sa 214 solo. Yes. Meron akong tutorial dito sa YouTube. Just go watch it. Dan Sakapano, hello from Washington State. Hello. Luis Leva, Sir Perf, ask ko lang if original ba yung Fender na parts. Wait, what? If original ba yung Fender na yung parts is from US, tapos sa China is assembled. Nakikita ko kasi sa mga shopping app. I'm not sure. If you are not buying it from an authorized Fender dealer, then most likely it's fake. So only buy from authorized Fender dealers. Alan Bangsal, pa-arbor ng guitar. Yoko nga. Yes. Angie Binder, hello. Happy St. Pat's Day. That's tomorrow. Iktis music, B sharp is equal to C. Yes. And by the same token, F flat is equal to E. C flat is equal to B. D double sharp is equal to E. A double flat is equal to G. Ayan. Maguluhan kayong lahat. Sir, your PDC MicSis would cost how much? It would depend largely on the hardware that's going to be installed in it. If you want like a basic version of it with generic pickups and generic Floyd Rose, I think Mike could do it for like around 35 to 40,000. If you want the exact replica of that guitar right there, that guitar has the roasted bird's eye maple neck. It has the DiMarzio pickups, and it has the original Floyd Rose. The price would go up quite considerably because the price of the hardware is needs to be added on. So I think that would be around 55 to 60,000. He's a sama. Kumusta kaibigan? Mabuti naman. Okay. Michael Birdsong, I'm looking on a mobile phone. I'll see if the catch store is visible on the computer. It should be visible on the mobile phone as well. Just scroll down. But if not, yeah, go to the computer later and you can get the merch store. Dave Byron, hello. Can't stay long. That's all right, man. Glad you swung by. Michael Birdsong, I love your harmonic shirt. Do you sell them? Yes, it is part of my merchandise. It's actually my latest design. So, yeah, go grab yours. Let's see. Maverick Tubianosa, hello. Triaxis riffs. Okay, Triaxis riffs. Ano bang Triaxis riffs na? forgot that song. Ah. Oh no, I've forgotten those songs. Um, Luis Leiva, have you tried Boston pedals? Yes. In fact, do you all remember this pedal? I am actually going to make a video of that pedal soon. Okay, who else is here? Joga, sir, tips for alternate picking. Um, let's see. There's a video here on my YouTube of my daily alternate picking routine exercise, and what you do is it's actually very easy. Rest your left hand and just focus on the right hand. So you're going to do uh, pick stroke groups on each string. So start with 4 strokes per string. Okay. So 4 strokes and then 3 strokes, but the 3 strokes you have to watch out for because the starting stroke of each string is different. So you're going to go down, up, down, change strings, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. You can stop between strings at the beginning, down, up, down. Make sure you're playing upstroke on the next. Then down, up. Then go backwards. Okay, now once that's comfortable, get rid of the gap. Okay, then from there, you got 4 strokes. Work it out with 3, work it out with 2, then work it out with 1 stroke per string. Okay, so start with that. Renji, what are your thoughts with MXR pedals? Have you used one before? Yes, I've used MXR pedals. I used to have their Phase 90. I used to have a flanger. I used to have a fuzz as well. I like them. Ariel Azores, Sir, nakita mo yung Pinoy na nabigyan ni Jared Dance ng guitar from Music Man? Hindi pa. I haven't seen that. Hanapin ko mamaya. Balbonton. Salamat sa video, Sir Perf. The Omega Drive is awesome. Glad you're enjoying it. Okay. Let's see. Ano pa ba? Ariel Azores, Sir, who exactly is Kapoteng Bakal? Kapoteng Bakal is a group that we put together for a benefit show. Nung nangyari yung Ondoy in the Philippines, Typhoon Ondoy, my friend put together a benefit show, fundraising concert where the proceeds were donated for relief operations, and then and then I called Basti, I called Dave, I called Phil Recto, I called Tim. They're all based here in Los Angeles. Actually, no, Basti was based in San Francisco at the time, and then Phil is still based in San Diego. So we actually met up in Los Angeles to play the show. I figured it would be a good, way to raise funds and help out in the relief efforts. So that was a one-time show. Okay. DP Monsanto, hello, Tacloban. JC Basa, Sir Perf, anong pagkakasunod-sunod na pagbili ng pedal may isasuggest nyo? Mm, well, kung bibili ka ng first pedal mo, distortion siguro unahin mo, or drive pedal. And then maybe a delay. Actually, those two pedals, you can pretty much do whatever gigs you need. And then from there, you know, you can decide if you want a wah or a chorus. You know. Kasi with those four basic pedals, you can cover a lot of ground. Oh, excuse me. Makainom. Paulo Salting, Sir, gumagamit ka po ba ng Jazz 3 na pick? No. I find the Jazz 3 picks too small. So when I strum, I actually hit my fingernail more than the pick. Yeah, I find Jazz 3s are good for, you know, for speed picking and all that. But when you start doing like funk rhythm and all that, I find it's too small. So I use these picks right here. These are, I don't know if you can see it. Di makita. These are chicken picks, 2.6. Ay mag-focus. Anyway, yan. So I use chicken picks. Angelo Coronel, do you think there's an age limit to developing dexterity on the left hand? Frustrating practice. I feel like I'm not improving. Well, the older you get, the harder the fingers move. So you need to take time to warm up properly and all that. But the good news for all adult beginners and adult guitarists is that you now have more patience. You can now think about things methodically. So next time you practice, try to take note of how much tension you're using to press the strings, because you don't really need that much tension. So just use just enough pressure to make a good sound. And then also start looking into the principle of finger exchange, right? Because a lot of times when players play, let's say they play a scale, right? So even though this finger is now pressing the string, and they're still pressing down these fingers, which is, you know, a wasted effort, because these fingers do not help the pinky, right? So actually, if I do, I still get the same sound, even though these fingers are off of the strings. So that is the principle of finger exchange. What you do is you think of the pressure that you're using to press down on the note as a ball, and then you pass that ball from one finger to the next. Okay, so first finger, pass to the second finger, pass to the third, pass to the fourth, pass back to the third, back to the second, back to the first. Okay. So figuring that alone will cut down on the finger tension in your hand. So you'll be able to play longer and faster, actually, because now instead of relying on a clamping action to play the guitar, you're relying on twitch movement. Okay, so, and that's what you need. Okay, Seb Braganza, hello. Everybody say hi to Seb, the guitar prodigy from Philadelphia. Okay, saan ka ngayon, sir? Andito ako sa Los Angeles, California. Okay. Shabada. Anong pangalan ng guitar na hawak niyo? This is the Sully Guitars Elita model from the Conspiracy series. Okay. It is based, well, it is his version of a kind of like a Gibson Explorer and kind of like an Ibanez Destroyer, but still very much his own. Okay. So if you go to the Sully Guitars website, sullyguitars.com, you can pre-order one of these. He has opened up run 3 of the Conspiracy Series line. You can pre-order this if you want your own. Okay, and this is great. All mahogany body, set neck, Floyd Rose, 2 humbucker pickups with a push-pull to call split the necks. Call split the necks. Call split the humbuckers. Stainless frets, ebony fingerboard. You know, sounds great. So yeah, so go to sullyguitars.com, check it out, and if you want, you can pre-order the run 3 of the Conspiracy Series. Sarky Zerep. Hi Sir Perf, kailan magiging available ang Majesty guitars? You know, hindi ko alam. I'm not sure. So it's best to message them directly. Ariel Azores, don't stop. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Paulo Salting, what's the best multi-effects on the market? It depends on your budget. Because if you can afford to pay what $500 or so, there's the Moore GE200. For a little more, you can get the Head Rush gig board. That's good also. If you're a fan of Boss, there's the GT1000, right? But those are, and then the Line 6 Helix, of course. So pretty much they're all capable, very capable. So it's a matter of preference. Okay, if you can't afford, you know, those pricing from $500 and up, there's a very good analog multi-effects pedal right now that's available by Goko Audio. I think if you scroll back to 2 videos, watch my hotel room hack video. I think I released that earlier this week. And you'll see the Goko MX300 multi-effects. So it's all analog. It's got drive, distortion, chorus, delay, reverb, tuner. So that's pretty much all you'll need in a gig. And it's only like $110 here on Amazon. They're working on trying to get a dealer in the Philippines. So yeah, if you can follow them at Goko Audio on Instagram, they'll announce it once it's available in the Philippines. But go check that out. Let's see. Jess Samson guitar, Sully Flying V style. No, it's not a Flying V style. It's more of an explorer / destroyer type. Okay, Mike Magsipog, any tips kung paano mag-set ng saddle height ng tele? Depende sa saddle. Is it barrel type or individual saddles? In any case, there's usually 2 screws that you can adjust. And then just adjust it so that it's comfortable enough to play and you don't have any string buzzing. Yeah, Explorer, yeah. Sir Perf, yan ang pinaka good looking na nakita kong Sully guitar. Yes, Sully guitars look really sharp. I really like them. And they play really well. Yeah, so go to the Sully Guitars website to check out the run 3 of the Conspiracy Series. Bubblegum, Daryl Utuhan watching from Hiroshima, Japan. Nice. Makabili nga ng gitara next sahod. Oh, just sa Japan, maraming gitara dyan. Siguro yung mga surplus din. So, you have a lot of choices. Spirit Rider, I wrote a classical guitar instrumental. Is it mandatory to play and record the piece with one guitar? I'm new to this classical guitar world of instrumentals. I mostly hear one guitar recorded. Not necessarily. I mean, if it's a solo guitar piece, then yeah, you have to play and record in just one guitar. You can also write it in a way so that it becomes like a guitar ensemble piece. So either guitar duet or trio or quartet or whatever. So yeah, you don't really need to play it just on one guitar. Spirit Rider, multi-effects, fractal audio. Yes, fractal audio is really good. JC Basa, tips on building a pedal board. Go back to a few videos. I mean, a lot of these questions can be answered if you check out the rest of my videos here on this channel, because a lot of them I've already answered. I have several pedal board building videos, pedal board tips videos already. So go watch those. Okay. Sarky Zarep, ay sir, I hope maglabas kayo ng sariling line sa Chapman or Sully guitars. Yes. As far as signature guitars go, it's not as easy as, going up to them and asking them to make a guitar for me with my specs, because the other side of the coin is, will people buy it, right? So if let's say Chapman comes out with a Perf de Castro signature model, people have to buy it, because it's not good business to build 60, 70, 80, 100 guitars that nobody will buy. Okay, so there has to be that in place first. There has to be the demand in place first. So if you really want a Perf de Castro signature guitar, then go write to Chapman Guitars, write to Sully Guitars, tell them that you want this to happen, and that you're ready to buy as soon as it comes out. Because once they see the demand, then that will help the process along. Okay, yeah. Because like, if they give me a SIG guitar and it doesn't sell, it reflects poorly on me. Okay, because that means I'm a failure or I'm a flop. Okay. Anonymous Solver, ano po ba ang chord progressions ng blues at sa funk? Blues and funk chords usually use seventh chords, and by extension ninth chords as well. Let's see if I can get the right. Okay, so for example, if you're playing a blues, playing a blues song, you can't just go. It's masyado mabait. So if you change this to a seventh chord, okay, so now it becomes a little bluesier, a little funkier, right? If you change this to a let's say a ninth chord, then it becomes even bluesier. So let's say from the regular major chord, you turn it to a seventh chord, right? Turn it into a ninth chord, right? And then you can add embellishments as well. So for the seventh chord, you can do a minor third to a major third move. This move. There, that makes it bluesier right away. As opposed to right? Okay. Now as for funk, and the difference between blues and funk is usually the blues is played in a shuffle rhythm, right? Which is a long note followed by a short note. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long. funk is usually played straight fours. Using the same moves, but with a more straight feel. Also, funk has a lot of syncopation. So instead of going, which is on the beat, right? 1, 2, 3, go. Funk has a lot of offbeats. Okay, a lot of upstrokes. So yeah, learn your 7th chords, your 9th chords, 13th chords. Suspended 7th chords. This is a actually suspended 9th chord in E. And this is 13 in E. Or anyway, yeah, that's where you start your research. 7 Librando, meron ba kayong sipradong songs ni Yngwie Mamsteen noon? Nakinig ako kay Yngwie Mamsteen tapos napagod ako eh. I mean, gusto ko siya tumugtog, but I never really played any of his songs. In fact, the album I liked most from Yngwie Malmsteen is the covers album, the one with Manic Depression and Carry On Wayward Son. I really dug that album. Bubblegum, sir, meron ka bang fan shirts for sale pwede i-ship? Yes. I talked about this earlier, but I'm going to show you again. Let's see, where's that? Okay, so if you go, you can see my video here, right? This is my channel. Okay, there it is. Nalito ako bigla. Parang Inception to eh. Okay, if you scroll down, you will see Buy Perfecto merchandise. That is the YouTube merch shelf. And you can see the different shirts that you can buy from here on YouTube. And I think this ships internationally, so you can have this shipped to wherever you are in the world. There you go. So, and like I said, all purchases help support this channel. Rainy day, best 20 to 30 watt amps. Of course, the Victory V30 head right there. That's really good. The EVH Lunchbox series is pretty good if you don't need a clean channel. What else? PV Classic 20 if you want, or Classic 30 if you want a good pedal platform. Fender Blues Junior, that's good as well. You know, yeah, just try them out. Ben Chapman, glad I was able to catch a live stream. Love the Taylor guitar you used. Yes, I love that guitar too. Unfortunately, I couldn't take it home. Shabada, ano mas prefer nyo? Chapman guitars or Sully guitars? I play both. I am an artist for both brands. And it's not as complicated as you might think. Because my deals with my gear sponsors are not exclusive. Kasi kahit nga sila Rob Chapman, they use PRS, they use Gibsons and all that. So, and that is a great idea because it's difficult. it's difficult to limit guitar players to just one guitar brand, because usually one guitar brand does not fulfill all your needs. Okay, so yeah, so I switch back and forth. Like, I mean, I still love Chapman guitars. I use them all the time. You know, I've been I've been playing a lot of the Sullys recently. Just cause they're newer. Syempre, pag merong bago, you want to play with it a lot. But I always come back to my Chapmans as well. So they're both really good guitars. So if you go with either one, you really can't go wrong. And the thing is, if you want a good guitar that is neither a Fender or Ibanez or Gibson or Schecter, then these are the best options out there right now. Okay. Okay, let's see. Duff Sorum, shout out sa mga taga-Tanawan, Batangas. Hello. Musta kayong lahat? Sarkizep, I'm sure people will buy it. Yeah, well, yeah. I hope so too. But like I said, if you guys want a PDC signature, write to Sully Guitars, write to Chapman Guitars. Tell them that you want you want them to make me one. There you go, petition with Chapman. Yes, do it. Chris Andrade, pwede po bang improvisation sample? Thanks. Paano sample? Okay. Jeffrey Telmo, what do you think about coated strings? I'm not a fan of coated strings. I like the regular strings. Though on my acoustics, I use coated strings because I don't change them regularly, so that way they last a little longer. DI or mic'd? It depends. I'll always prefer a mic'd guitar for recording. Although nowadays there's so much gear that allows you to go direct to the board that the hassle of miking it's just an option nowadays. If you prefer miking, then do it. But I mean, a lot of my gigs I go direct. I use my more preamp live direct to the board for out of town gigs. On my weekly show at the Wish Bus, I go direct as well. In fact, this guitar sound that you're hearing right now, this is direct to the computer. So yeah, direct is very handy. And right now it's good enough. It's good enough for general use. But for recording, there's the mic, actual mic guitar amp still has at the edge. Spirit Rider. I grew up in 90s Pinoy Rock. Perf. What are some badass riffs that you remember? Let's get down with Luck Luck. Yeah, Luck Luck is great. Let's see. So some Razorback tunes I like. And then let's see. Forget the Wolfgang. Paano yan? Then recently I've been can remember this. Hold on. There you go. Okay. Does anybody remember that song? Okay, tell me in the comments what that song title is. Okay, then, yeah. So I dig a bunch of songs. Jeffrey, tell me, do you like stainless frets? Yeah, generally I like them. On the Sullys, I really like the Sully, the stainless frets on the Sully, as well as the new Chapman Norseman has stainless frets as well. I like them. They're a little different. I find the softer nickel frets sound a little warmer. But then, yeah, the stainless frets are really easy to play on. Have you used string gauge less than 9? Yes, I used 8s, and then I broke those strings maybe 2 minutes after I tuned up. Okay. Renji, influence rin ba si Andy Timmons? Not so much. Hindi ko siya masyadong pinakinggan. Cesar Puerto, hello. Greetings from the land down under. Yes. I need to get to Australia one of these days. I want to play there. Need a suggestion. Huay Laan. I need a suggestion. Fender Telecaster, Elite, or American Professional? I haven't played both. But you know, they're both American made, so you can actually you can't go wrong with either. OPM guitar tutorial. Sir, paano mag-build ng speed tips? Salamat po sa pansin nakaraan. Sana mapansin muli. Okay, speed tips. Think of speed. The analogy I like to use is running. Okay, so when you're running, you want to be loose, you want to be relaxed. Para mas madali ka makatakbo. Pag masyado kang tense, mahirap tumakbo eh. Right? So the same thing with speed. And I've discussed this already. If you are used to like really playing hard, right there, yung gigil na gigil ka, it's hard to play fast. Okay, so what you do is once you know the patterns by heart, what you do is you loosen up, right? Pag-aangin mo ng husto yung pakiramdam ng kamay, and then from there you'll find that you'll be able to move faster, right? Same thing with this hand. If you pick really hard like that, it's hard to play fast, because when you watch fast players, you know, from Yngwie Mamsteen to John Petrucci and all that, when they play, parang the reason why they look so effortless is because they are not overly exerting themselves, right? So when Mamsteen plays fast, you only see this, right? It's not that. I'm not Mamsteen, so I can't play that fast. So like, see, when I play this, see, I'm barely moving my hands. because I'm trying to play as light as possible. And the speed comes from really knowing and being really knowing the patterns and having them really programmed in your hands. Right? So that is how that is the first thing you need to realize when developing speed. Okay? Let go of your hands, like loosen up, relax, you know. Hindi mo kailangan maging gigil. Right? Like there, pag gigil ka, hindi pantay. Hindi pantay yung tugtog mo. Whereas when you're relaxed, okay, you can see that as soon as I relax my shoulders, parang mas naging smooth yung tugtog. Also, final tip, don't go for speed, go for smoothness. Okay, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So think about that. Darth Argyle, because your Sully Elite is all stock, what will you change to make it into a PDC custom? Well, actually, the Elita, I like it as it is. For me, a PDC custom should have a Floyd Rose, should have 24 frets, um, and just 2 pickups, not 3 pickups. Either a humbucker in the bridge and a humbucker in the neck, or a humbucker in the bridge, or and a stacked single coil in the neck. That's my preferred setup. Cesar Puerto, monkey on my bike. Close. Monkey on my back, not bike. Ayun, Angelo Gabriel. He got it. POT, monkey on my back. Oh, sa POT yan. Jeffrey, tell me, what is preferred fingerboard radius? I like a flat fingerboard. Lately, I've been liking the compound radius fingerboards, 12 to 16, yeah, Jackson style. Okay, John Mark Go, hello. Cesar Puerto, di jud na ako na miss imong gig diribay. I'm not gonna miss Metallica as well this coming October, but the excitement of seeing you live is at par with my favorite metal band. Okay, thanks. John Marie Bisamis, Sir Perf, any advice on how to organize practice routine, technique, learning songs, theory na mas productive? I tackled this in my previous live stream. Basically, what you do is you organize your practice into three groups, right? Warm up, okay, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then learning group. So all the things that you're trying to learn, beat scales, beat songs, nandito. And then finally the performance group, or just playing. So these are the songs that you already know and that you don't need to, you don't need to brush up. So that way you can just play. Do number 1 and number 2 when you're most focused. That way you can accomplish a lot of things. And then do number 3 when you're least focused. Let's say you're coming home from work and you're tired and you just want to enjoy and play the guitar. That's what you do with number 3. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's been over an hour. I will start wrapping this up so that we can get on with the rest of our day. Day sa Pilipinas, evening dito sa amin. Okay, let's see. Neth BT, Martin Miller or Guthrie Govan? I like them both. Maybe I like Guthrie a little more because he's more personable. He's a little easier to relate to. Haji Bandong, hello. Okay, what guitar is good for alternative rock? Budget is 40,000. watch my guitar buying tips video, and um and and take note of my tips there so that you can choose for yourself. A lot of people miss the point of that video because I put that out not to recommend any specific brand. Okay, I put those tips out so that you can decide for yourself. I show you what to look for. That way, when you test the guitar, um, you'll know what issues to look for, or how to properly test it so that you'll know that it's the right guitar for you. So it's not a recommendation for D&D. It's not a recommendation for any other guitar brand. It just so happened that D&D allowed me to film in their store. Okay, so take those tips and then go out and try guitars for yourself. You know, that way you decide for yourself. Okay? So, kung magustuhan mo ang D&D, di okay. Kung di mo magustuhan ng D&D and then you like some other guitar like a Fernando or an RJ or whatever, then at least ikaw yung pumili. Hindi yung ako yung nagsabi sa'yo bilhin mo to. Di ba? Because that's the way it should be. We should decide for ourselves. Okay. Anonymous Solver, pwede po bang gamitin ang Fender Stratocaster kahit metallic rock ang pinuplay? Siguro kailangan mo ng may humbucker sa bridge para mas makapal yung tunog. Okay. Kurt Celeste, I'm still 13 but I like playing 214 solo. Nice. Glad you're enjoying it. Okay, amping kanunay. Till next time. Okay, good. So, let's see. I will end this live stream with a sampling of my favorite Metallica riffs, if I can remember them. Hold on. It's been a while, but I don't know if I can remember. Let's see what I remember. Ano pa ba? Okay, yun lang. Let's see. Maple or Rosewood fingerboard? No real preference. I like them both. Planning to buy a guitar and struggling to choose because I'm a big fan of Les Pauls, but my old friend already got a Les Paul. And should I be different or buy a Les Paul? What do you care what your friend has? If you like Les Pauls, then buy a Les Paul. Best budget amplifier. Hindi ko alam kung anong amplifier meron sa Pilipinas ngayon eh. Maybe Laney. Blackstar's okay. Laney's okay then. You can't go wrong with a Fender. Kuha ka Fender. Yung pinakamagandang gamit is yung meron ka, Kong. Oh, tama siya. Anyway, so that's it for now. I don't know when the next live stream will be. Maybe next week. It depends. I think I have a gig Saturday night, so I'll try to go live on Friday night. Yeah. So in the meantime, so just I have a bunch of videos out already, so keep watching them. Okay. Also, we are near 50,000. Ilang 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 mga katawan na lang 50,000 subscribers na tayo. So, yeah, so keep watching the videos, keep liking, sharing, subscribing. Make sure you watch everything because like I said earlier, all the questions that you have, they are answered by some of my older videos already. So if you watch everything, that way you'll know what other questions to ask me, that so that I can answer. That way I don't keep repeating myself. Okay. Ano pa ba? Yeah, and then if you want your own E sharp equals F T-shirt, go to the YouTube merch shelf. You can buy it here on YouTube directly, and it ships everywhere in the world. So yeah, yeah, all the help that I can get is very much appreciated. Okay. Um, yes, and I have a couple more videos coming out this week, so abangan niyo yon. Maybe I'll do a 50K special. Actually, once this live stream is done, if you have a suggestion on what to do for a 50,000 subscriber special, put them in the comment section so that I can see. Not in the chat, because the chat is hidden once this live stream is done. So put it in the comments, okay? Yeah, so that's it for now. And yeah. Wait, next time go live, use the Les Paul redress. Sige, gamitin ko yun next time. Nasa kotse ngayon pinanggig ko kagabi. Anyway, that's it for now. Paalam sa lahat. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. I'll see you guys again soon. Cheers.